person is judging you.
Yes.
Not judging at your outfit, it's judging you.
Yes.
So the moment they judge you, you might take it into heart.
Yeah.
You might think it's, it's me, and then you start, if you're not strong enough, then it might actually break you as a person. And you might not even want to appear in any pageant ever or be seen anywhere. Because the older you grow, the chances of you staying in the career are very, slender. And I remember when I started, there's this pressure of at least by 21 you need to be signed to an agency. You see people getting signed at 19, 18, 16. So I come after 21 or just like career formation, where you have to exchange favors to get opportunities and get higher up opportunities.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Bribery podcast. I'm your host Tara Nicole, and today I am joined by the lovely Stacy Sang.
Yeah, hi.
If you haven't watched our first two episodes, I'll link them in the description box below. Be sure to check them out. So if you're new to Stacy being on the podcast, she is this year's Miss Universe second runners-up, as you can see from her satchel. Yes, she joined Miss Universe Kenya's platform this year, and she had a lot to say about it. So do make sure to check the previous episodes. So on this episode, she's gonna be taking us on the dark side of the pageantry industry, some of the downsides of being in the modeling industry, some problems they face on their journey to becoming Miss Universe. So enjoy.
Yes. Asante sana for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, and as you've told them, if they've not watched the journey, as I spoke about it, it's in episode 1, I believe, so they should definitely go and watch.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah. So definitely with everything, wanasemanga everything that glitters is not gold.
Yes.
Yes, that's what they say. So the industry has its ups and downs, and I think the most challenging part about it is the requirements to meet some unrealistic standards.
I can imagine.
I know people have been talking about body shaming, do what, but this is actually something that has come from a really long time in history. Because models, when you hear model, you expect a tall, slender girl.
Yeah.
Yani ako tu hivi.
Stick figure, basically.
Exactly. And that is because that was the beauty standards then.
Yeah.
And sometimes in the industry, you're forced to meet these unrealistic standards. And I think I love giving this example when it comes to me, because I was actually slender than how I am right now. Like I remember,
you were with Stacy in high school, so trust me, yes, she was pretty skinny.
Yeah, I was very skinny, but at that time, I was attached to an agent to go to Madru, but then I was being told that I am slightly big.
Are you serious?
Yes.
In high school?
No, now after high school. After high school, I got
okay.
attached to an agent, and I was being told to reduce weight. And I'm like, not reduce inaenda wapi.
Yeah.
And I know the talent. I know I can give you that work. I know I can perform on that runway. But then there's that pressure for meeting those unrealistic standards.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of young models out there facing the same.
Yeah.
So that the beauty standards have been changing over time. We've seen how nowadays kila mtu anakubali the figure,
size,
BL, and all those things. So beauty standards change, and as models in the industry, sometimes we are forced to, adapt to these beauty standards.
Yeah.
But I really thank God for the changes that are happening in the industry.
Yeah.
I've seen Victoria's Secret, the runway, they're having persons, models with disabilities on the runway, and it's such a beautiful thing. I saw in Miss Universe 2023, Miss Nepal is not the beauty standards we think, but she's so beautiful. She was, slightly bigger, and she was so beautiful. She walked on that runway with confidence, and that is what pageantry should be about.
Yeah.
Should it be about how someone looks like, how skinny, how their body is? But as long as this woman is confident enough and can stand up and speak, then they should
be considered. That's true.
That's true.
So I know definitely there are some issues even as the public we have heard about the modeling industry, things like anorexia, bulimia, chicks having to change or to uphold certain standards that are almost unrealistic and takes a lot to get in touch with that side of yourself. So what would you say you have experienced yourself that is pretty damning? I don't know how to say it. But what have you seen in the industry?
So Luckily enough, I have not gotten to experience such and see it at least around me, but I've seen it with other models outside in other countries where they have yani to hakuli anaenda anajifunza vomit so that they maintain those standards. So I've not seen it personally around me, but then in terms of personal experience, as I said, the time I was being told I was a bit weak, I actually wanted to conform. So I used to try and fast, to do all those things. I used to really put a lot of pressure on myself to maintain such standards. So it actually happens, and it can really deteriorate your mental health. Like kabisa.
That must be another major issue.
Yes, mental health is a big issue.
Yeah, because you're basically competing. It's your whole personality on the stage. You understand? So if someone says, no, you're not good enough to be number 1, 2, 3, it's like you can take it to heart if you're not confident or aware.
Yeah, especially if the person is judging you.
Yes.
Not judging at your outfit, it's judging you. So the moment they judge you, you might take it into heart. You might think it's me, and then you start, if you're not strong enough, then it might actually break you as a person, and you might not even want to appear in any pageant ever or be seen anywhere.
Is that something like your walkthrough, or it's a personal journey you have to discover yourself?
It is a personal journey. You have to really find yourself. Actually, the when it comes to modeling, or at least any industry, wherever you go, you need to first know who you are. Because once you know who you are, whenever you step into different rooms, the people there, their comments, whatever, it won't change who you are. It won't define who you are. So at the end of the day, and this is it's actually something that happens when you're told no during auditions. Because as models, the opportunities are few, the models are many. So the rejection will be like 90%. So when you go and do your audition and you're told no, when you go back home, they have not told you no because of you. It's because, fortunately, maybe you don't meet their standards. But then that doesn't define who you are. So if you know who you are, when you get out of there, you'll be like, okay, maybe I didn't meet a certain criteria of theirs, but as for me, I'm complete the way I am. So you don't go changing yourself, you don't go critiquing yourself. So that is something very important, knowing who you are as a person. And it's a self-initiative. You can't wait for someone to tell you who you are.
That's true. It's a you job. You must reach yourself. Okay, so apart from the beauty standards, are there any other disadvantages to the industry that you've seen?
Yes, slightly. There is. So unfortunately, the modeling career can be short span, can be very short, because the older you grow, the chances of you staying in the career are very, slender. And I remember when I started, there's this pressure of at least by 21 you need to be signed to an agency. You see people getting signed at 19, 18, 16. So I come after 21 or just I knew career imeisha. If 25 no just I knew unafanya nini kwa industry.
Football.
Exactly. It's actually almost the same as football. But then the good thing is now it goes back to knowing who you are. If you know this is your passion, you will still model at 60, 80. I am seeing beautiful grandmas getting back on the runway.
Are there actually grandma pageants?
Not to my knowledge. But in terms of runway, they actually, you see them. And even for Miss Universe, the age limit has been increased because not has been increased, but they've opened up the requirements for Miss Universe. Because before, I think was it before last year but one, even mothers couldn't really apply for Miss Universe Kenya. Couldn't apply as a mother. But then now we're seeing mothers in their 30s being Miss Universe Kenya, or not Miss Universe Kenya, Miss Universe in their countries. You see on the stage, mtoto wake anakuja, the husband is coming to cheer them up, and so the industry is changing.
Wait, was it because you couldn't be a mother because you're older, or even if you're a mother at 18 you still can't be?
No, I'm a mother I think at any stage.
I'm
not sure why. I couldn't even think why. Maybe because it's also a full-time job, because becoming Miss Universe is actually a job.
I can imagine.
Maybe, but I don't know. I cannot tell.
Maybe you have other preoccupations.
So now the short span of the industry is a problem. And I think I can also, the other thing is, as I've said, there are very many models, the jobs are few. So in terms of finances, it might not be realistic enough to have modeling as a full-time job. It might not be. There are people who do it and they're paid well. But before you get to that stage,
Yeah.
you cannot really fully rely on modeling as your full-time job to survive in your day-to-day. So those are some of the challenges. It's a beautiful industry, but it has its challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know of anyone who does it as a full-time job in Kenya?
In Kenya, yeah, there are people who do it as a full-time job, but they also do training. So especially now, if someone has an agency, now they're doing modeling as a full-time job. They are training models, they are finding models, and all that.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I thought you meant, I was talking about like just modeling on the runway or on the stage.
In Kenya, not necessarily. Especially as I talked, I think in episode 1. We're not really established in the country in terms so as to ensure that a model can fully eat her modeling money all her life. We're not really established as such. But I know of a friend who was in Kenya and she went outside and she's doing modeling with her and she's doing great.
Oh.
She is doing great things on the runway and I know she's getting good money. So it is possible. It's possible, as I said, but high chances you can't really fully survive as a model today. Yeah.
Okay. So you said you're thinking of getting into training, but that's actually another thing I've heard of, not particularly in Kenya, but like people who have somebody of the opposite gender as their manager or as their coach may sometimes come into cases of sexual harassment or sexual advances that are not appropriate. Have you ever heard of anything like that before?
I've heard of it. I've not experienced, or at least the people around me have not experienced, but I've heard of it. I've heard of cases where, and this not only happens in the modeling career, even in other jobs, right? Where you have to exchange favors to get, opportunities and get higher up opportunities. But I think my message to each and every model, each and every person who's watching and who's listening to me today is let your talent speak for you. If that door is not going to open because of your talent, because you have to exchange a favor here and there, wachana nayo. Wachana nayo. It's not for you. It's not for you. It's going to really hurt you emotionally, physically, mentally, psychologically, and it's not about it.
True.
If an opportunity is for you, my friend, utafika hapo mlango ijifungue. You do not have to do anything. Your talent will speak for you. Your talent will open those doors for you.
True.
Yeah. So do not let another person tell you have to do this to get this.
True.
Even in terms of money, I remember, and this is something that happens, I think, in the industry in Kenya. I remember when I was starting, my trainer then told me that usiwahi kubali kulipa mtu ndio akupe opportunity. Even if it's an agent, what happens is once you get the opportunity, they get their cut. You don't pay them to get the opportunity. You get, so even in that sense, you don't have to pay someone to open that door for you. Let your talent speak for you. Yeah.
Okay, that's good advice. Because I'm sure there are girls who may be thinking of entering the modeling industry and may come across such situations. So you heard it here first. Yes, from somebody who's made it this far. So do not give anything in exchange for anything else. If it's for you,
it's for you.
Okay. So I think that's about it. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, or maybe something pressing as a downfall or a disadvantage in the industry that somebody should be more aware of?
I think, is it a disadvantage? I think it goes back to knowing yourself, and also now just a message to my models out there, upcoming models, anyone who's watching. Kindly please take time to love yourself. Extend grace to yourself in each and everything that you do. Because once you love yourself and extend grace to yourself, you'll enjoy working in this industry. This industry can be so much fun. We were sitting with Miss Universe, Irene, and we're talking how modeling can open doors for you. We've gone to hotels we never knew we would go to at this day and age because of modeling. You get, so modeling can be enjoyable. But you need to know yourself. You need to know why you're there. Love yourself, extend grace to yourself, and just enjoy. Have fun.
Well, that's a very beautiful message. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
For anyone who's watching and you're thinking about getting into the modeling industry, do take to heart what she said. If you want to check out her socials, I'll put them down in the description box below. Check out her Instagram, TikTok,
Yes.
and
YouTube.
Yeah, she might be coming back to that.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed this video so much, guys. Do give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel kindly, cause you have no idea how much support that is to us over here. And do share it with a friend who might be thinking about getting into the modeling industry, because sharing is definitely caring. Thank you so much for viewing, and see you in the next one. Bye.